Hello everybody, I'm Symes and this is Robin.
Hello, I'm Robin.
And welcome once again to Stone Mirrors, episode 20 this time.
Hurrah.
Last time it was a bit quiet, so we did some...
Nothing died.
Nothing died. So we have a suspicion of a vampire.
Yeah.
So we're building a little house for the vampire to live in over here. And
Slash.
the vampire house.
Yeah.
This was a bunch of stuff going on. I realised rather, that part of the reason why all of these turtles are rotting in this refuse stockpile over here is that we haven't actually made any meals for ages. So our unprepared food stockpile is completely full, and therefore nothing that gets butchered is actually being put in there.
Right.
So, on your jobs list, I'd done 4 lots of 30 lavish meals, which should be good. And lavish meals are also good because they make people happy when they eat them.
What's this validated malarkey? Is this a rubber stamping of the controlling classes?
Yes, that's your manager.
Yeah.
So your manager has to validate the task before it is then farmed out to the appropriate workshops. So because I added these while the game was paused and haven't done anything since then, they're not validated yet.
So the game simulates the sheer joy of middle management.
Yes, the getting in the way of getting things done of middle management.
Yeah. I'd like to make this meal. I have all my food. It's a big pile of it.
We've got loads of food here.
It's
practically rotting. Yes, well, you can't until I've validated the order.
Yeah. Have you got a stamp on that form? No. Well, that food must keep rotting then.
Yes, leave it where it is. No, but we're starving. I don't care. I must stamp the form.
Until the form is stamped, you shall starve.
Right. So there's that. I think I told them to brew some more drinks. Probably. Yes, there's some. Actually, put quite a lot of orders on the end of this list now that I come to think of it. Told them brew some drinks, more drinks, make some more mechanisms because they're always useful. Make some wooden bolts because we haven't got any bone left, so I have to make them out of wood. Make some rock craft because again, no bone. Although we will be making some totems, so it's not such a big problem.
Is that the full list of work orders? Because there's only listing about 15 on a page, which is interesting.
It's because that's basically when it was running on a DOS screen. That's how tall. Yeah. That's how tall the screen was. That's why you get this many things on some of the screens. That's why the trade screen's only this high as well.
All built for DOS.
Yes, some of them have escaped from the box, like this screen, but some of them haven't. So, and so I've also, in the therapist, removed all of the jobs from our vampire so that when we go and tell him to live in the house, I think it's her, we won't tell her to live in the house, she probably will. And I think the way to do that is to put her in a squad by herself and make the vampire house a barracks and assign that squad to that barracks, and so she'll go and move in there and just train all the time.
Well, if she just keeps training as a fighter and then it's outside, maybe she'll guard it for us.
She'll train as a wrestler and then she can wrestle some goblins when they show up, and it'll be great. Amusing, anyway.
Yeah.
So, yes, and... also, we're going to look at alerts, I think, because we did cover them, but then we lost the footage of covering them, and we never covered them again. So we need to just quickly look at them.
Okay.
So I think we should probably you do A to add new, and it creates a new one that's called Burrow 2, and you press Enter to define it, and then you can draw it out with a rectangle, like that.
Yeah.
And you can paint more by drawing more rectangles, so you can fill irregular sized spaces with it, which is what I'm currently doing. And now we have this burrow is now full. We'll name this llamas. That is the llamas, isn't it? I think it's the llamas.
Might be alpacas.
We moved the alpacas over here, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, fine, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's just for demonstration purposes. So here's your burrow, and to make an alert, you back out of this and go to the military screen. Go to alerts, and you go to C, which adds an alert, and it says alert state 3, which is what it's called. And on the right there, you can see there's a list of burrows. So you go down on the left list to alert state 3, and you move the cursor across to the right, and you select llamas as the burrow for alert state 3, and then you've created an alert that will tell people to go to that burrow. So if you happen to want to tell every civilian in the entire fortress
That they are llamas.
that they should go to the llama burrow and hang out with the llamas, then you would select that.
On National Dwarf Llama Appreciation Day or something.
Yes, you select that by pressing enter, and then the serve thing goes next to it, and then when you unpause the game, they will all go into that burrow. I'm going to take it back to inactive because we don't want that to happen. But that's basically how you make a burrow and set an alert to tell all the civilians to go into it.
Okay.
So that's that covered, hopefully in a way which people will understand. And let's resume the game and see what happens. Wait for events and occurrences. We are due a trade caravan, I believe. The dwarf one's due. Oh, there's something else I was going to do as well, actually. Because now it's winter, everything's frozen, so I thought of an alternative to my previous rubbish irrigation scheme, which is a slightly more risky irrigation scheme, which involves that while this lake is frozen, digging out this bit of wall and replacing it with fortifications.
Ah.
So when it thaws, all the water flows through the fortifications and irrigates the floor.
I see.
But because there are fortifications there, monsters can't come in and kill everybody. And then we can build walls around it again later. That's kind of the thought. So hopefully there are miners who aren't doing anything who will then come and dig that out. But who knows at this stage? We've got so much stuff going on. I did find some. I kind of told them to build some more gold, to dig some more gold out and some more tetrahedrite somewhere.
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of stuff that they'll be doing, but there'll probably be miners who will get here eventually. Hopefully before it thaws. Ooh, something has happened. It's the outpost liaison and a caravan.
Hey.
Excellent.
What race is this then?
This is our dwarven caravan.
Aha.
So the liaison's shown up, and the caravan has shown up too, and they're coming in from quite close by, just to the west there. So let's go here. Let us request that the broker come to the depot. Let's move some goods here. Let's see what we've got. We should have some crafts, ideally, which are down here. We've got bins of stuff. Quite a lot of stuff, actually. You've got a horse bone amulet. Dun, 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 dun. Another bin of stuff. This is all good quality. So, we should be good there. I'm going to sell them these nest boxes as well, because they're cluttering up the place. I don't think we've got anything else that we want to sell. Not miscellaneous. What about gems? We got any large cut gems to sell? Let's move some of these as well. Why not? Okay, so let's just crack on, I suppose. I did also. There was a bunch of stuff that was still forbidden out here, and I told them that it was allowed to collect it. It's been there for ages, so that's part of what's going on. Why everyone's running around? They went outside to collect all that stuff. There's been some ropes built just inside the drawbridge there, which you can see the dwarves running over, and I'm going to have them tie some dogs to those so that they detect any thieves who come in.
God, it's all going here, isn't it? Bustle, bustle, bustle.
Storming in and out, blimey.
Yeah.
But I want to keep an eye on this, because I want to build the fortifications there right speedily before the thaw comes. Where are we? It's late autumn, so it's not even winter yet, so the thaw is not coming yet for a little while.
Yeah.
So that should be fine. Here come the caravans, trundling in. Oh, there's people carrying stuff from the refuse pile downstairs. I wonder if that's related to the kitchen stuff. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Whatever. I was going to talk about engraving as well, wasn't I? Yes. Just briefly, and apropos of not very much. We have a bunch of people who are smoothing right now, and they're busy working up here, smoothing all of these walls and floors. And they'll also get to engrave stuff later on. But I want to maybe engrave some of the mayor's quarters to make him less miserable. So once you've smoothed something, you go back to designations and go E for engrave stone. And I'm going to do the walls here. didn't like his office very much, so I'll do the walls here as well. And the thing that I was going to mention about this is you can engrave floors as well, which I'm not currently doing, but you have to be a little bit careful about it, because if you engrave a floor and subsequently build something on that tile, like a statue or a chair or whatever, it will destroy the engraving on the tile, and that will give the engraver an unhappy thought. And if it's a very high quality engraving,
destroying his work.
Yes, his beautiful work of art that he made, you've just gone and dumped a wardrobe on top of it and broken it.
Yeah.
So that makes them unhappy. So you just have to be a little bit careful when doing that. And yeah, chug. What's happening? Downstairs, anything? Not yet. I did tell them, as I said, to dig out further down, because there was some ore that I was telling them to look for, so they may be doing that down here somewhere.
Yeah.
Down into the depths, where there was tetrahedrite somewhere, which is there, they haven't dug out yet, and gold, which I told them to dig out there, and oh, something else has happened. I wonder if it's an ambush. Oh, it is, it's totally an ambush. Look, goblins. Ooh. There's a goblin lasher who has a whip, another lasher, and an axeman, and another lasher, and yet another lasher, and another lasher. So lashers, generally, it seems.
Curse them.
Right, so we need everybody to come inside.
Except the vampire.
The vampire's not outside yet anyway. We haven't finished building their house. So we need everyone
Send the vampire out.
well, we can't do that yet. We can't, because we haven't got any furniture or anything in here. We can't make it a barracks and send them in there. So, I mean, we could put a lever in there and then tell them to pull it and then lock the door once they went there. So, but we want everyone inside, I think, and then hopefully the traps will basically do most of the work for us. And we do have some marked dwarves on the walls too. Yeah. As per usual. So let's just do the alert and stop faffing about. Alert. Civilians. Not llamas.
Not llamas.
Right, resume. Everyone get inside. Like now. Where are the goblins at? Oh, they seem to have wandered off over there. Are they leaving? Look where they're all... Oh no, they're just hanging around over there for some reason. They're just milling. They're not... I'm surprised that they're not, like, storming towards us. Oh. Look, they've spotted a dwarf.
And it is, as they say, on.
This poor fishery worker, they spotted him. They were just hanging out going, oh, maybe there's some other dwarves around we can kill. And this one who didn't get inside, they're going to murder him. Or her.
Either way, there's going to be some murdering.
There's murdering. The gender matters not. There's body parts flying and...
Yeah.
Dead dwarf. Right, what have we got here? Oh, yeah. Cut off the arm and the foot and then killed them. So that didn't go so well for that dwarf.
No, that's not good.
And now they're heading back north again. Let's see what they are doing. They just seem to be milling around. I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, let's see if we have any other dwarves outside, or if all of the non-stupid ones came in already. Yeah, I think we'll close the outer drawbridge because we can't get anything done. I can't remember which of these levers is which. Damn it! I think it's this one. So once we do that, then we can trade properly. Yes, because we can't really trade without turning off the alert because of where the trade depot now is. So, and the broker was inside the fortress, obviously, because they were told to go inside.
Yeah.
So now we just have to wait. And the goblins are running up, and now that the drawbridge is closed, and that one's trapped. The lashers are approaching as well.
Towards the cages.
That one's outside, but he's being shot by the marked dwarfs. Or shot at anyway. They seem to be missing quite a lot.
See the bolts. Oh, and a bit of blood.
Oh, yeah, I think we splattered him a bit there. Splat, splat. Yes. Haha.
He's not happy.
Oh, yeah, that's unconscious or unable to move, that flashing white cross.
It's not stopping them shooting him, though.
No, that's just not dead yet. But just now he can't dodge, so ha ha ha.
It's taking them a while.
I think they're still not that great at it. It depends how practiced they are. But he wandered off and staggered into a cage trap.
Well, he'll probably bleed to death or something. Equally
maybe.
Horrible.
Who knows? But it'll be hilarious either way. We can trade now.
Yeah.
Trading. Let's trade. Wow. Look at all this stuff. Oh, here's all the totems, look. Skull totems.
That is a lot of money.
Yeah, that's for one bin. That's the first bin is worth 13,000, right? Which has quite a bit of stuff in. This bin's worth $2,000. That seems to have quite a bit of
all
stuff
about the
in
bone.
as well. That bin's worth naffle. There's nothing really in it. This one's worth 22,000. Wow! I think we could offer some goods to the king at this rate.
Yeah, it might be worth hanging on to one of those bins, depending on how much they've
we've got
to buy, I guess.
Yeah, we've got 16 grand kind of sitting there to be traded with right now. So let's see what we want to buy from them.
Yeah. See if that's got anything useful.
Yeah, we want any clay or loam. We want to buy all the trees as usual. Yeah. Every single tree they have.
They're not particularly expensive though.
No, and
funky wood. Ew.
Grows underground. We do chew through the trees, not literally. But
well, if they get hungry enough.
Right, so that's all the trees, which is good.
Do we need any more clothing or anything like that?
Probably. That's actually reminded me of something else I was going to do, but we'll come back to it. These are all ropes, anyway. So we want. I think we probably want to buy more cloth because you can never have too much cloth because you need to either make clothing or make other stuff.
Yeah.
But we could buy some cages. Like this horse in a cage. There's another alpaca there, which we could
more
buy.
Alpacas.
We could buy and then slaughter. Yak cow, a female alpaca.
No, yak cow.
Alright, let's buy the female alpaca because female's much more useful than males. If you have one male, that's enough.
Yep. I'll stud alpaca.
Let's just throw some barrels, you know. What else do we have? This is all just stuff. Training spears, socks.
Exciting
things like that. Bags. Buy some more sandbags and some gypsum plaster actually, because gypsum plaster is useful for making casts in case someone breaks a limb. I don't know if we've found any gypsum yet. So buy some bags. A sandbag. Yeah. So, a few more bugs. Not too much because it's not really that exciting. But we'll buy all this cloth. Page down and then up 2 is usually how it goes with these bins of stuff. Page down, go up 2, another bin.
Bins.
Oh, they only had one bin of leather. I don't know if we want to buy any bolts. I mean, we were a bit short of bolts, but it seems a bit... they're expensive.
They're cheap.
They're quite expensive. We could buy the copper ones.
Yeah, we got buttloads of cash, though.
We actually do have buttloads of cash. Let's just buy all the bolts they have.
Yeah.
And this bismuth bronze bolts. And these ones. And these steel ones. Yeah, screw it. Right, bolts. Bolts aplenty.
Hurrah.
We don't need any more anvils. We don't need any prepared elk spleens. Spleen. Delicious spleens.
Tasty spleens.
Buy some silk thread though. Buy all this thread. Silk thread is actually quite useful because you can make silk cloth with it. And the only way you can actually get it is from spiders. And there are some spider webs in the cave. I don't know if there are any spiders down there, but...
so no silkworms or anything?
No. No, that would be far too safe.
Not when there's a horribly dangerous creature that can...
Giant spiders, that's what you need for silk.
Right, okay. Horribly dangerous beasts.
Horribly dangerous beasts. Let's buy some splints. We may not need any splints. We may need some splints. What the hell? Buy some crutches as well. And none of the rest of this stuff because it's all quite expensive. So we can trade that, and that they get quite a big profit out of it.
Good.
But there's not really much else going on. I suppose we could buy these bars as well. Oh, not bismuth. So buy those. We've got a bunch of stuff that's quite useful. We've got some trees and whatever, and we trade that, and that'll make the trader happy. So we go T, boink. It seems ecstatic, not too surprising.
Just a bit of a bargain.
And then if we tag that one, oh, it doesn't. Maybe. Oh yeah, you just can't use the bin. I can mark individual things.
Oh, so you can offer more than one thing.
Yeah, so I'll just go all this stuff. That's the bin full, like that. And then go offer. I will see that our leader gets this offering. There we go. So that should have been like a half decent offering of stuff to the king.
All hail the king.
All hail the king. And hopefully that will make them happy. And now trading is done.
Yeah.
So we can carry on.
Good stuff.
That's the liaison, I think. Wandering around, maybe. So let's find out where. Oh, there's right there. Our goblin friends there, just hanging out, not quite in range of the Marks dwarfs who are on a different bit of wall.
Yeah.
But, if we open the drawbridge again, they'll probably come.
They'll probably come for a bit of a charge,
and that would be hilarious. But
yeah.
Let's just. I'm gonna check downstairs again first, because they can wait. Has this been dug out yet? No. So they're all busy carrying all of the goods that we've just traded for into the fortress, all the wood and everything.
Yeah.
The goblins have started moving again. That's good. They're coming into range. Haha. Caged. Go on. Not caged, but alone. And I think there may be a shift change
alone,
going on
without
the walls.
Friends.
Yeah, there's a shift change happening on the walls, which is why.
Why
nobody was shooting them, but now people have come back onto the walls and they're starting to shoot again. Yeah, because it flicked over to a different month, so the Marks dwarf shift changed.
New month, you can go up there and shoot him instead.
Anyway, come on duty. Let's start training.
Yeah,
and they are indeed twanging the goblin.
Excellent.
Let's have a look at the reports. Wow, he's quite good because he's blocking or jumping away from all of the bolts.
Well, more practice.
So yeah, they obviously need more practice at twanging, which they are getting, so that's good. Some of them are missing entirely. And if he just keeps dodging, then hopefully he'll at some point dodge into a cage trap, and then the problem will be solved.
Yeah.
So either they'll shoot him to death, or he'll dodge into a cage trap.
Yep.
Either way, I don't care. Have another quick look at the report. No, it's just either our Marks dwarves are not very good, or this lasher is very good at dodging. But it doesn't matter. It's not very important. How are we doing? There's actually a decent supply of stuff down here. Now that I remember to tell them to make things again. They started making bolts again. So, yeah, Lashy the Lasher. Well, our downstairs wood stockpile must be full because they've started putting the wood into this one. That's good as well. That's a lot of wood. We like that.
Hurrah for wood.
It's not quite full, but it's almost full. No, don't know what they're doing. There's some smoothing going on there. There's not much going on here. People just hanging out going, ooh, look at this lovely statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a whole load of... This is a furniture stockpile, in which there's... and that's reminding me of something. Down here, look at all this. Look at all this stuff.
Bloody hell, what's that lot?
This is other finished goods, including clothes, right? But some of these clothes will be tattered. Like that. It's tattered because it's got an X around the name.
Alright. Can we repair it?
No. You have to throw them away, because they're useless.
Alright, can't even sell them.
No. So the one way to get rid of them is to go to your refuse stockpile here and create as a garbage dump zone, which I have already done.
Mm-hmm. And add tattered things to the dumping.
No, you just say this zone is a garbage dump, like that, and then you make sure you've disabled any other garbage dumps you might have, like say the one by the murder hole. which you don't have to remove them. You just have to make sure they're inactive. I can see that active is not lit up on this one.
Yep.
So that's fine. And then you go down to the stuff you need to get rid of, which is down here, and you use K to put the cursor over it, and then you press D to mark it for dumping. And then they will take it to a garbage dump zone. And in the refuse stockpile, stuff rots very quickly, which is why that's a good place to dump your tattered clothing, because it'll just rot away to nothing and disappear.
Yeah, good.
So that's what you want to do there. And ooh, where's that goblin gone? Ooh, there's another cage blinking there. I think he's caged. I think we nailed him. Oh, hello. Ooh, someone's got a strange mood. Well, that's probably a good, exciting cliffhanger to end this episode on. In that case,
strange mood. Strange mood.
So, join us next time when we find out what this crazy dwarf wants.
We find out about strange mood.
Strange mood. Maybe we'll get another legendary crafts dwarf or another insane berserk murderer. Who knows?
Either's gonna be fun.
So, once more, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.
Toodaloo.
Bye.